Welcome to Daddy's Podcast. It's January 28th. I have another one of the people in my village that help me live a good life, happy life. They make me smile, come visit me. He's a very, very important person to me. As you all know, I'm not going to let you know the connection we have. I'm going to let that person explain so you will know our vibe when we begin to talk. But the name of this brother that came to spend this day with me to help me get through this tough day, which, you know, it's starting to feel so much better, is Marcus, Lil Marcus. Marcus Jackson, that's who he is. Marcus Jackson, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
I'm glad you came to kick it with me, man. Help me through this day. Why don't you let the world know how we met, man?
Man, I met my Uncle Greg a long time ago when I was little. And it was like hot outside. It's like the summer and everything. And my dad, you know, I used to get out of like summer camp or something like that. And he'd just be like, come on, we finna go. And I'm like, where we going? And we just got my swim trunks and everything. It was really exciting. And he took me to Uncle Greg's house all the way in Olympia Fields. And shoot, I was in your pool every day.
Yes, you was. We was in the pool.
I was excited too. I was looking forward to it because once I start remembering, I'm like, yeah, we going to the pool. I'm excited. I was real excited. That's where I learned to swim, you know. You done threw me in the pool. Uncle Femi done threw me in the pool. A few people done threw me in the pool. And, man, me and Lucas just learned to swim together every day. And then that was when I started going over there, I'm like, man, this is my uncle with the pool, man. He got the nice house in the pool. And I couldn't really play basketball because I was little. You know, you had that big basketball hoop in the front.
The basketball in the front, the pool in the back.
Pool in the back. And Lil Greg and all his friends just play basketball, but I couldn't play for real. So I was in the pool all day till you told us to get out. Me, Shannara, and Lucas, or just me.
Yeah, so sure did.
Yeah, came over there and you know, my Uncle Greg always had me whenever I went to swim. So, yeah.
That's my nephew, y'all. That's how we met. I'm glad to see it from your eyes, though, you know. And I try to, like, lead by example and give you all something to look up to and to strive to, you know. But you in college now, and you're about to experience life, nephew. And I just want you to stay strong because it's not going to be easy. It's going to be ups and downs, you know. And right now, we're in one of the down times.
Yeah.
You know, but before we start talking about your cousin, one thing I like to use this platform for is to show the world that there's great fathers out here that's in their kids' lives, that's loving their kids, that's making them responsible and respectful and things of that nature. And I just like to give you this time to give that black man that you feel is your father figure his flowers. What is his name, and what are the things that he do that you really love and appreciate?
Well, man, I don't no better male father figure in my life than my father himself. Your brother, you know, Marcus Quinn Jackson, the first, because I'm the second. I'm junior.
Yes, sir.
And my dad is my best friend, and I tell everybody, you know, he gonna be my best man at my wedding when it's time and everything. That's my guy. You know, he taught me right from wrong. He treats my mom right, showed me how to respect women and just how to be a young man. And he shows me he shields me from the things I'm not supposed to see yet until I like grow to like be able to handle it, but still gives me the real. So I'm not out in this world like just not knowing.
Wow. Marcus Jackson, I want to give a shout out to you. Actually, I believe that's the second time Marcus Jackson got a shout out as far as being someone's father's figure. So, Marcus, I really want to send a shout out to you and let you know you're doing a great job out here, and keep it up. Black fathers, we out here. Hopefully one day I get to talk to a lot of you all, and you get to share your experiences of what's going on in your family and get our flowers. So let the world know we out of here. Hey, El, there go my daughter just walked in. Hey, grandson, what's up, Messiah? So, yeah, so thank you for that, nephew. Nephew, let's go on and get into it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got me upbeat. I'm glad you got me happy. January 28th, the day you lost your cousin. How did you find out, and what was that day like for you?
So I was it's my junior year, and school I got canceled for like the whole year, so we was on online learning and everything. and I just got out a hard day of class. And like the next day I had finals and everything, so I just wanted to sleep for real. So I just got out of class. I was in my bed, just turned my computer off, started watching.
And about
YouTube.
what time in the day was this?
Probably either around like 4 or like 5. It was like a little bit later after class had ended and everything. I was just chilling.
Okay.
Door was closed and everything. I was just watching YouTube, and then had my headphones on. My mom came in my room, and you know she usually just like she usually like knock or something like that, but she just kind of opened the door and looked at me. And when I seen her, like I knew it was like something was going on. I looked at her like, I was like, cause I don't like when she just do that. I'd be like, Mom, like what's up? Cause she'll be like, it's a spider or something like that. I'm like, Mom, you can't scare me like that. So she came in, I'm like, Mom, what's up? I was just looking at her, and she came and sat on my bed, and she was just like, you know, she told me what happened. She was like, Lil Greg got shot. So yeah, she just let me know, and then I just looked at her because she just gave it to me like for real, like just like straight. And after that, it was kind of like a blur, to be honest. I know I asked her some questions and everything. I know she told me my dad wasn't here because he already left out, but she told me it happened like a few hours before. So I just
when you found out that he was shot, how long did you know that he had passed on when she told you he got shot, or was it later that you found out?
Nah, yeah, she put it all in the same sentence. She said, you know, Lil Greg, I got shot, and you basically like passed away.
Oh.
So it wasn't no like, let me find out what's going on. It was like, you know, that was it.
And the rest of the day was a blur, you said?
I just sat there, you know. She gave me a hug, and she asked me if I need to talk about it. She was kind of in tears and everything already when she told me. And then she just kind of, you know, let me be by myself. And I just, I couldn't cry. I was just like sitting there. I tried to cry because I was like, bro, what did I just hear? But I don't really know. I just kind of started staring, and then I just turned my light off and I went to sleep. And I woke up like a few hours later, and I still couldn't cry, but it was just a pain in my chest. And I was just sad. And I didn't know what to do. You know, I don't think my pop was home yet, but I don't know because I didn't leave my room. I didn't know where anybody was for real. So I just laid down, and I called my best friend. I'm like, bro, somebody just shot my big cousin. His name is Reginald. You know, he know Lil Greg a little bit because when Lil Greg came to my party.
Yeah, that party was crazy.
That party was great. Lil Greg came.
Yeah.
He was there.
Your party. He was
there.
There.
He was fresh, you know. He had birthday Lil Cuz. So, you know, that's when Reginald seen him then. So he knows who Lil Greg is. And everybody know who Lil Greg is. So, you know. And I was like, bro, this happened. He was just like, I'm sorry, bro. You know. And I didn't really get no comfort from it. So I just hung up and just slept.
Okay. So let me throw something out there. You were in the park one day. Me, Messiah, my grandson, Nani was there, Auntie Latisse, who else was there? Nicole was there.
Yeah.
And you did a poem. And part of that poem, you were talking about Lil Greg. Is it a lyric of that poem that really rings out that you would like to share, or, you know, just something about what made you do that poem? Where did that come from? Because, you know, that really touched me, because I had no idea you was about to do that. I was just coming to support one of your events like I usually do, you know, and next thing I know, you put my son's name in the poem, and I was like, oh, and I was just like instantly like, oh, let's go, you know. So, yeah, man, talk about that day. What happened with that day? I really appreciated that energy you put into that poem. That was a great piece of art.
Yeah, that whole day was dedicated to him, in my opinion. That's what they actually made this shirt to remember him. I got this chain a few years later for it to go to prom with. But I made this shirt, and it say forever. And it's my only picture with Lil Greg that I have that we took on my phone at Amari's birthday party or your phone.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, that day was important to me, and I just spent like 2 weeks trying to make something for Lil Greg to like honor him, and to like also just have the overall violence prevention like message in my poems. But I guess the line that stood out to me was like, feel the grief, let it phase me. You'll probably call me crazy, but a feeling that I never felt before got my head spinning, and I'm not grinning. Because when I heard about it, you know, I never had somebody pass away before besides Grandpa. You know what I'm saying? Grandpa passed away, but like he didn't get like killed.
Yeah.
So I remember crying at his funeral, but I couldn't cry for Lil Greg. It was like a different type of grief, a different type of feeling. I couldn't even cry right away. So that's where I really put into it, just like how I was feeling in that moment.
I came into my room with some bad news and she told me Greg died. I was hanging out the school when I got the news and it left me tongue-tied. I was wondering what he do. He was always smooth, he was never bad. Asked my mama was the truth, said he got shot. It was looking bad. Why?
I really enjoyed it. That was a great piece of art. And I just want to let you know. I know I told you before, but now that we're here, I just wanted to let you know again. I really appreciate that on prom when you came out with the little chain on. I didn't have no idea you was gonna have the chain on. I was like, oh, okay, you know.
Yeah, that was my favorite part of my whole outfit, actually.
Oh, and that outfit was high. Your mom and daddy had you laid.
The black and gold.
Yeah.
But Greg smiling right here, I was ready. Yeah. I was set.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, last question for you, nephew.
Wait, can I say something?
Yeah, you want to ask me something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to, I just really love you, Uncle, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, sometimes I just get sad because sometimes I feel like I just didn't get enough time with Lil Greg, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, no, we all feel like that, but like I was still growing up, getting older, and I couldn't really go to him with like things because I wasn't experiencing nothing yet. Like, here today, I got a lot of things to tell him, a lot of experience to share with him, stuff about girls, stuff about school and everything. And I know we all feel kind of robbed. But I was just thinking about it like last night. I'm like, man, the 28th, man, day he should be here. And I'll have so much to tell him. Like, guess what, Big Cuz? Because now I'm like basically Big Cuz to all the little kids.
Yeah,
you know,
you're the oldest now.
Yeah, because you know, Shania and everybody old and everything. But I'm here for Chase and Amari and me and Luke, but I'm the oldest. And I always just like remember that time he came during Thanksgiving. That's my favorite memory. He came upstairs and I just got there and it was my birthday also because my birthday and Thanksgiving next to each other, and he pulled out a wad of cash talking about, hey, happy birthday, little cuz. And I'll always remember that because after that I started calling him Money Man Greg because he always he was always just like handing me money just because he loved me and everything. He was like, yo, bro, you know, just take this. I'm like, where you get it from? He said, don't worry about it. He said, don't worry. And he started laughing like he used to do. He was like,
Don't worry
about it. Every time I tell my dad a story, we always do that.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Funny, man. He was fresh, too. That's why I be trying to be fresh like him, man.
Yeah, Greg was fresh. He always had his swag on.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. You remember he used to always call you and get your code so
Amari could play the Xbox?
So Amari can play the Xbox.
Yes, man. Me and my dad laughed about it every time. He wouldn't even write it down. That's why he called me every time. He did not write down. He'd be like, I'm writing it down right now. You know, I'm not going to call you again. He called me back the next weekend for the same code.
He ain't write it down.
He ain't write down nothing. He was like, yeah, go ahead. He's not writing nothing down. He's just looking at the TV with Amari. So.
And you know what the funny thing is? Like, he used to, I don't know if you remember, he used to have me call you. Like,
yeah, I know, yeah.
And I'm like, man, call him yourself. And then next thing I know, y'all was always, you know, that was one of y'all reasons of communicating.
So I got his number. He would be texting me. He just check on me too. Asked about my mom a few times, asked about me, you know, the family and everything. How you doing, little cuz, you know. He's just cool, man. He's smooth.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Very cool. I always thought about it. I'm like, dang, he just naturally just cool.
Just cool.
You know, whatever. He got you. Yeah. Yes, so I think you actually, man, I don't know, led into my last question. Okay. Like one of the things that, you know, because the media to me only portrayed a certain part of him, but you know, it was a lot more to him, man. You just gave like great examples of who he was without me even asking. Is there anything else you would like to, you know, add on that? You know, because that's really where I was going, man. That was a hilarious story.
I guess the only thing I said, don't worry about it. But one word that comes to mind when I think of my big cousin, genuine, just genuine. You know what I'm saying? He was real to who he was, to what he liked. No, I always used to watch him on Instagram because I followed him on Instagram, and he never followed me back, and I was mad when I was little. I'm like, why Lil Greg not follow me back? I posted up for his birthday and everything, but like, you know, it's just like two different worlds. I'm like 8, so I'm trying to get him to follow back, but man, he was just genuine. He did what he liked, he didn't do what he didn't like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't faking for nobody, and that's how I try to, you know, walk today as just a young man, just to like be me, authentically me, because he was authentically
Yes,
me.
he was.
And it showed in the way he cared for his family, and the way he cared for his kids, and the way he cared for me. And just the attention to detail, coming to my parties, asking me how it was, asking me how school, like, it's just a
That's one
role
thing that
model.
I hear a lot about. You know, Greg will pull up. Most people that come talk on a podcast, he'll pull up.
Yeah.
He gonna come to your parties, come to my 40 strong picnics. You know, Greg gon', you know, he gonna pull up. You know, and that's it.
He called me every birthday too. And he used to
sir.
put Herbie on the phone and be like, hey, I know you listen to her. Here you go. I'd be like, man,
And
thank you.
remember when Herbie came to, I think it was Messiah's, I don't know if you call it a baby shower, birthday, something, I don't know, and y'all came, and then Herbie pulled up.
Yes,
Remember that
he
day?
set that up. I got the picture.
Yeah, I know, because
still
I
got the
remember Herbie
picture.
took a picture with y'all that
He's
day.
in orange. I was in my coat. Man, I was trying so hard not to look like, oh my God.
Like, that's really
He really set it up.
Yes, yeah. Okay, anything else, man? Because I think we did something real here, man. I think we helped heal a lot of people and made people smile.
I just love you, Uncle, man. And,
Love you more.
I'm just be a great big cousin for the little cousins, because Lil Greg was a great big cousin for me. Is a great big cousin for me.
Daddy Podcast. Peace.